Hello everybody, what's up? It's Davison Sunny here, and this has been going crazy. So, Virgil Abloh, king of the hype beast, says streetwear is over, right? I kind of grazed through this article because I didn't feel like reading the whole thing, but basically he said streetwear is gonna die, and it's because that he said specifically how many t-shirts can we own, how many hoodies can we own before it gets played out, which the reasoning is flawed, but the idea is there. Okay, so lately it's been sounding like I'm a Virgil Abloh like fanboy, and I know it's kind of the cool thing when you follow fashion to hate on Virgil Abloh because the quotation marks or whatever. Like, it's a cool like joke. You can throw a Virgil Abloh joke out there and people think that you're into fashion. But anyways, I have no strong opinions towards him either way or the other. You know, he's done a lot of cool things with my review of the 2054 collection the other day, and he's done a lot of shit things. Like, the entirety of Off-White is so terrible to me. I've said that before, but I don't think he's necessarily wrong with this, right? Conventional streetwear has already like died down. Okay, so like trends die, you know what I mean? Like, trends always die. Even though like this is the biggest and most accessible fashion trend in the world, pretty much, is streetwear. You know, if you see somebody in England rocking a Supreme sweater, or in anywhere else rocking a Supreme sweater or a hoodie, you know what I mean? That's part of that streetwear culture that you know about, even though you're all the way on the other side of the planet. You know about that. If you're into fashion, you see somebody wearing a Supreme sweater, okay, this person's into streetwear culture. You know, that's how it works. They might not be super into fashion, but they're definitely into the streetwear culture, right? My point is that conventional streetwear has died down. A ton of people, including myself, were strictly into streetwear, have moved over into like the classy kind of streetwear look. You know what I mean? I'm talking about people wearing they wear like pea coats and things like that. Like, when you look on Instagram, the tags would be like classy streetwear, or there's even Instagram pages called classy streetwear. You know what I mean? Like, those pages are huge now. The meme of the fashion world is being super into streetwear and rocking these like rocking Jordans, like rocking exclusively Jordans and hoodies and straight jeans. Like, that's the meme of the fashion world, right? Like, that's the joke, or hypebeast joke, you know what I mean? So why, I don't understand why so many people are so shy to the idea that he could say that streetwear is over, or that it's gonna be overcoming in the next year. Now, like, I could totally be wrong about this. He could totally be wrong about this. You know, you can't really tell the future, and I think that's a part of the problem, is that he's such a huge name that if he says something, people are gonna take it as, you know what I mean? They're gonna take it a lot more seriously than if I said something. If I came out with a statement that says streetwear is over, who the hell cares? He says it, people are all in eyes. They're in awe, and they can't believe what he said. Even though they said that he's the king of the hype beast, which I would disagree with that statement. Off-White definitely contributes to the whole look of the hype beast, but there's a whole slew of other clothing options and a whole slew of other things that contributed to that hype beast look. Remember Jerry Lorenzo, Jerry Boys back in the day? Yeah, okay. And whenever Adidas Ultra Boosts were going crazy, those were hype beasts too. But he ain't nothing to do with that. You know, Off-White is huge still, and it was huge a little while ago. People were rocking it. It was just one of the many components that contributed to the hype beast look, right? And I'll go back to what I was saying, the classy streetwear thing. The only reason that people really call it classy streetwear is to identify that, like, it's still in the world of like not so mainstream fashion. For example, like, if you and your friends like were in the streetwear, and now you're in the classy streetwear, like, that was just a way to identify with other people that you're still into that same kind of borough of fashion. You know what I mean? And like, as opposed to those of which who don't really follow fashion, you know? Because what is so, like, some things on classy streetwear, like some of those pages, like, they're not streetwear at all. They're very classy looks, you know, with the button down and the boots and the suit pants. What's streetwear about that? You know what I mean? So it's a bizarre thing to be like, this is totally a ridiculous statement. I talked to somebody before, my friend. I was like, yo, let's talk about this. He goes, oh, this is so boring. And don't get me wrong, that's my brother. Like, but like, what's so boring about this? I think it's an interesting topic that somebody who was, like I said before, one of those main contributors into the hype beast kind of realm, that hype beast preoccupied the streetwear culture. It explains that himself. He says, yeah, the streetwear is gonna die. That's how it is. And it seems, even though like he was kind of one of the people who brought streetwear to a more like high fashion look, you know what I mean? And the same thing he's trying to do with techwear now. I would say people would disagree with me on that before, but I think he's trying to do the same thing. He's just moving away from the streetwear. You gotta remember, this guy's like, what is he? He's almost 40 years old. And I'm not saying there's an age limit on streetwear, but after a certain point, you might want to move away from things that you liked. It's like the same thing as a music artist, right? When a music artist changes up his flow a little bit or changes his kind of music, and people go, oh, you should go back to the old thing. Well, that old thing was however many years ago. You know, that was before. I've kind of moved on from that. I've done something differently. And you know, that's not really what I'm looking for anymore. And I think that's the main component here is his opinion. So if he moves, he's definitely gonna move away from the streetwear look, as he already kind of has in his Louis Vuitton collections, right? So that's the point he's trying to make. It's just like, well, you know, based on what I'm seeing, there's not gonna be any more. There's not gonna be like this whole big thing about streetwear anymore. Like I said, I agree. I kind of touched upon this before, but how many people you knew used to be into strictly streetwear, right? And then after a certain point in time, they were like, let me ditch this. I don't really feel like wearing that anymore. I want to try something different. I want to try something new. And they kind of moved away from the streetwear vibe. Almost everyone I know, damn near everyone I know that's in the fashion, that's in the like classy fashion, into designer, high fashion, whatever you want to call it, is started humble beginnings, so to speak, wearing like Supreme, wearing Babe, wearing this, wearing that, and like that streetwear look. They got tired of it, they moved on from it. And because so many people are still in the streetwear, and it's the most accessible string of fashion to get into, because it's cheap, the silhouettes are simple, it's nothing that crazy. Even if you're not into clothes at all, you don't have to jump out of your comfort zone that much to get into streetwear, as opposed to other outlets in fashion, right? And I think that's why there was so much like confusion and question marks around this particular ordeal, right? But again, my opinion, I could be totally wrong. 2020 streetwear might blow up again. Who knows? You know, who knows really? But I would like to say thank you for watching, everybody. Leave your comments down in the comment section below, of course. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.